And welcome back. This time we're going to have a look on how to create a hands menu with Unity's XR hands package and how to set up everything from UI interaction, showing the canvas and so on. So first of all, let's have a look at the XR hands package. The latest version is XR hands 1.5.033, and XR hands is usually designed to give you a platform agnostic approach for hand tracking, relying on the OpenXR setup in Unity. And what you're gonna do first, if you wanna install the XR hands package, is going to edit, project settings, XR plugin management, install the XR plugin management and set everything to OpenXR. For me, as I'm testing with a Quest 3, I also have to install the XR plugin for Android. And in the XR setup, we're going to enable everything: the hand interaction poses, tracking subsystem, hand tracking aim, and the same for the Android platform. And in the project validation, usually there will be some kind of issue. You can just click here on fix all and everything should be set up fine here. And the next step is to install the XR hands package, and that is usually done by going here on the install hands menu in the documentation, click the following link, and then the package manager will open up with a package by name com.unity.xr.hands, and it will be available in the package manager and installed here. The next step is go to the samples page here, install the gestures and the hand visualizer, and that's it for the setup. And just as a small tip, every time you want to start a hand tracking application here, make sure to install the samples and duplicate the hand visualizer scene, as the scene has already everything set up from the XR origin to the hand tracking to the visualizer stuff and the prefabs and so on, because everything we're going to use will use the XR origin script here. And just to show you what I mean here is I'm going to create a new scene, call it test, and if I open it and just click on right click XR, convert main camera to rig, you'll see that the XR rig only has the camera offset and not the XR origin here. This is because we didn't install the XR interaction toolkit, and everything will just use the default values. This will work for XR itself, but not with the hand tracking. So going back to the sample scene, deleting the test. Make sure to have your XR origin here with everything set up. The camera offset, I just zeroed out everything in the main camera, and this is all from the XR hands scene for the hand visualizer. Then I added a test cube here, just a simple cube for showing the interaction stuff. And we'll just check out a few possibilities how to implement a hand menu. So first of all, we're going to add a new canvas here. This canvas will be a workspace canvas. You can just copy the transform values here, and the default canvas will do. I just added an animator here and then hand menu animation script to give it a little bit of bounciness when it comes into play. And after everything is created, click on the event system and add the Unity system UI input module here, as it's required by the input system, and move it, in my case, under the left hand tracking wrist and under the palm, so it will follow the palm. You can also smooth it out and so on, but this actually works pretty fine. Below this canvas I added a panel, just stretching out and an Text Mesh Pro button here. This button will, as it's clicked, set the game object of the cube to inactive, so the cube will disappear as soon as I click the button. And below that I just added two more things. A button hover collider, which is a box collider as a trigger, which will initiate the triggering here. And this is the box collider and the values, and it has a script which is called hand button hover. And the script, just give it a second. The script will just check for on trigger enter and set the target graphic color of the button to the highlighted color or reset it. Basically the same as for the button click collider. This is a collider which will trigger the click of the button as soon as the designated trigger enters here, and the hand button click script will basically be the same. We have a button here, change the graphic to pressed, invoke the onClick method, and as soon as we exited the collider, it will be reset to the highlighted color. So as you see, there are two trigger colliders here, one for clicking, the smaller one, and the big one is for hovering, as we saw before. And the whole canvas is on a new layer, which I created on, in my case, layer 15. I called it XR UI. And everything that's on the XR UI layer will be used here for interaction. And you will now wonder, how do we interact with this UI? There is on the right hand a small sphere. This one here, just kept it visible. It's also in the XR UI layer and has a sphere trigger collider and a rigid body, which does not use gravity and is not kinematic, which will just follow the fingertip. And this will be used for interaction with the UI, so for highlighting, pressing, and so on. Now we just want XR UI components to interact with XR UI components, so make sure to go to Project Settings, Physics, and just make sure that XR UI can only interact with XR UI. And add the sphere to the right index fingertip, to the right hand tracking. So for the first hand menu, we'll just take the manual approach. There's a hand menu script, which is the head, the left hand palm, and the menu canvas game object. And if we look into it, we'll see that there is a vector 3 direction from A to B. The dot product here, we're just deactivating the menu canvas on start, and in the update method we're calculating a vector from our head to our left hand palm, normalize it, and after that we're going to use the dot product to check if if the hand palm is looking directly in the direction of the face, and if it's around 0.9, I'll just explain it in a second how this will work. Activate my canvas is if it's not active, and if it's not facing, if the hand palm is not facing the face, just deactivate the canvas again. So if you wondered how the dot product will work, I'll just prepare this little graphic. So we'll see the vector A and vector B, while vector A is the vector from the hand palm to the face, and vector B is actually the vector that our hand palm is facing to. And you can see the value here from the dot product, which will range from +1 to -1, and as it's near +1, it will actually face the same direction, and -1 means it faces the opposite direction, and every value within will correspond to an angle here. This works already, although it's a very generic and simple solution. It's most of the times good enough just for simple prototyping and not relying on too much of the frameworks that are available. So that's the manual hand menu. There is also the possibility to use static gestures in XR hands, so I modified the actual gesture script from Unity. So maybe let's have a look at that first. There is a static hand gesture script from Unity which will use hand tracking events, in my case from the left hand, as we want to show the UI on the left hand, wherever the left hand is at the moment. Here it is. And there is a hand shape or pose, and I created just this hand shape or pose myself, and I modified the background panel of the UI just to show or to indicate that something happened, and every time the gesture is performed we will set the hand menu canvas to active, and if the gesture ended it's inactive. I set the minimum hold time and the gesture detection interval to very low, and just to make sure everything works out. So in this case, if you want to have some kind of custom gesture, you can just go here, right click in the project window, create, and there is an XR menu point for hand interactions, and I created a hand pose here. As you can see here, it's an XR hand pose. It uses a designated hand shape. There are already a few hand shapes, and these hand shapes have finger shape conditions. We will just contain finger shapes like the curls and the tolerances and so on. You can see this perfectly in the example applications. Well, maybe let's just open it in the hand gestures scene. Here it is. This is the UI for that, where you can just debug how every curl is working, how confident the curl is, which gesture is used here, and again you will have to use the full X origin here and not the default without the interaction toolkit. Having this hand menu here does work pretty well, although you will always have to check for some background which should be changed, so I decided to just modify the script, make it a little bit simpler here. Just walk very quickly through it. It's basically the same as the static hand gesture script here, but it's only for the hand tracking events, shape pose, target transform. I just removed the background image basically, and most of the things are the same. But what's very interesting is that the hand tracking events object, which already sits on the left hand tracking and right hand tracking, here you go, hand tracking events, come with a method called onTransUpdate, and there you have the possibility to check for your conditions, and every time the conditions are met you can trigger the gesture performed, and after the detection and the gesture ended you can trigger method for gesture ended. This works pretty fine and pretty well, so that would basically help you with all your stuff. You can otherwise always use the static hand gesture script or the manual approach here, like if it's that simple, like having just a palm facing your face. One thing that's not working here is the specific detection of the open hand, so it will also pop up if you have a fist or something like that, but it doesn't really matter here as it's just for prototyping. Well, and that's it. That's how you create the hand menu pretty easily, and I hope you liked the video. Again, I want to thank all my channel subscribers for their support. They're really helping me producing new videos and helping the channel grow. And for everyone else, if you want to have access to the source code, feel free to subscribe to the channel as a channel member. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. Also comment down below which kind of videos you want to see next. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.